Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHS. Host Brett Arnold on the Santa Cruz Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. I really don't need to look at my notes. Ed Bernstein, 25 Score. Been on my show many times.
Just a few. We know each other pretty well.
Yeah, he's a veteran here. Had a show for many years, right?
Yeah, we had 6 months, 60 episodes of Mind Your Own Business in this room, but I got to sit.
I know. No, you got to stand because this is going to be rapid fire.
Yeah, I feel outstanding today.
Yeah. Well, you look outstanding.
Thank you.
So what's going on with biomixers? Something I want to know about.
A year ago, I'm involved with a lot of social stuff. I do Lunch Mob, which is an all call to anybody in Santa Cruz that wants to meet other business people one day at lunch. We're having one next Tuesday over at Hidden Havana. If they can look on Facebook, they can find
Hidden
the
Havana
Lunch Mob.
or Little Havana?
Hidden Havana. I don't think there is a Little Havana. Is there a Little Havana?
It sounds good.
Well, I think it's hidden, so you'll have to look for it, And the hours are, I think, Wednesday through Sunday, so sometimes people drive up and find he's not there, but he's got pretty consistent hours.
Good
but we're
food,
going to
though,
have
right?
the
Good
food is
food.
awesome. He's going to be showing off, and then we're walking next door to Spotlight, and I think you interviewed her earlier this morning. The 6 Degrees HR.
Oh yeah, what
She's
a lovely
gonna be
person.
She's top notch. And she's going to be talking about the new labor laws, which all make us grip the seat with the wrong part of our body, because it kind of freaks us out as owners. Is what are the laws, and ignorance isn't an excuse.
I would say ignorance would be good for the average business owner when it comes to labor laws. So
But when they find out that there aren't contractors, it could be really devastating.
yeah. So
biomixers, what it is that I coach and a lot of other people coach. This is an organization for people in business over 5 years that are abundant thinking and grateful. And if you think about those three things, you've now narrowed it down to the top 3% of the population, and even lower because the ones that are abundant are not always grateful, and they're and it's something we want. I mean, you think about all the people you and I help, and the ones that aren't grateful that think it's our job to help them because they asked, and they don't really appreciate it when you do it. This group is full of people that have been around for a while. We talk about what we're grateful for every meeting. There's going to be one at 12 o'clock today. We talk about what our challenges are and what we've overcome. And in that dialogue, we uncover some very visceral stuff. And it's kind of like Vegas. What's talked about there stays there. I haven't had a bad meeting. It's been going on a year. Every time you learn something about somebody, it's only 4 or 5 people at a time. It goes an hour and a half. Today, actually, there's 11 people because they all said yes instead of, I can't make it this week. But if you have to be invited in on the air. If someone goes to biomixers.com and fills out an application, you can say, I invited you, but you still have to have enough points. And then you go to a meeting and the leader says, this is the kind
Someone
of
we
person.
want. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's neat is when you meet a stranger there, that's going to be it's going to be one of you rather than somebody's going to try to sell you something the minute they meet you.
Right.
And you don't see the same people all the time. It's mixed up. Our machine keeps track of who's met who, what kind of food they can eat, when they can meet.
Nah.
So the meetings end up being when everybody says they can go, rather than we're meeting on Thursday at 3 o'clock, and if you can't make it, too bad.
Right.
So unlike Lunch Mob, which says we're meeting at 1 o'clock,
and
too
that's what
bad
we're
if you
doing,
can't make it there.
So tell me what's up at. So you got biomixers. What's
Biomixers. 25
Score?
Score is doing great. We had a lot of businesses change ownership in January. A lot of businesses, unlike any other period I've ever seen. Color Me Mine changed ownership. Bergie's changed ownership. Vincenzo's changed ownership. Teriyaki Madness, only open 8 months, changed ownership. So there's been a lot of new blood coming in the community that's looking to service us better. So I recommend look at our old favorites, but 25 Square is going to be promoting quite a few old brands and new brands so that you can save money wherever you go.
So let's talk about. We have a few more minutes. 25 Score. It's about both the consumer. So if you're a consumer in Santa Cruz Valley, you need a card so you can
Save
find
wherever
out.
you go.
Yeah, you save money wherever you go. But not only that, you find out who is participating in this program.
Right.
And I think that's
we
good.
sent out a survey, Fred. We all have the survey. We want to talk to our customers, see what they like or don't like about us. We sent out 15,000 surveys. They were 34 questions long. Now, the surveys we get, it's like, do you like us? Do you still like us? What do you think of us? This survey asked a bunch of questions, and what we learned from it was people don't know the big benefits of 25 Score. They've been on for 5 years. They didn't realize it was a Sam's Club thing. They didn't realize they can save a ton of money at Office Depot on printing. And even a lot of people didn't know that we had theme park tickets or movie tickets or a mobile app that you can put the card on. So it was really important for us. And I want to thank the ones that filled it out. We had 250 of these come back in the first 2 hours.
Wow.
And it was 15 minutes to fill it out. So they wanted to be heard, and we're reading every one of them and getting back to them. I recommend anybody listening that owns a business, don't assume you know everything about what you're providing them. They will tell you if you put out a survey and ask them, what do you think I can do to improve?
And that's the one thing I want to mention, because we talked about saving money as a consumer. If you're a business in the Santa Clarita Valley and you want to get out there, Ed, and not only does Ed network unbelievably, but he's got the skills to really discuss the survey and discuss ways to get your word out there. If you're looking for a new idea, a new way, a new thought, an additional thought, an enhancement,
And a
25
partnership
Score does
with,
that.
there's a bunch of new people that come in. Like, for example, Rick owns the home care center right next to Freshworks and Performance Bikes. He's got a room that he's willing to give any 25 Score member to have a meeting there for 30 or 40 people, just to get people into his
And
new
think
business.
about
What a great
where can you
resource
find that? Yeah, where can you find that? The city has a small
The
room that
library,
reserve
but
it.
you can't charge there.
Yeah.
You can get a restaurant, which we do all the time.
You
But
can't
this
bring food into a lot
now.
of
This
places.
Friday, Martha's doing a thing about startup businesses and how to set goals and achieve
Martha-
those. Martha Aguilera from
Cocolitas,
Cocolitas.
yeah.
We put it
I
out
need to
Monday.
go get something from there.
You
But I haven't
should.
been eating
Cake.
very much of that
They have
good,
empanadas.
rich food.
Empanadas.
I know.
They'll
but,
be at Lunch
you know,
Mob. You haven't been in a while.
I know I need to be to one. If you want to know the who's who, go to Lunch Mob.
Seriously, you'll meet everybody. There's introduced. You get an hour to eat and network, and then an hour really off the hook speaker. Last month it was how do you fire your customers? Rules of engagement for business, because we all have people that take 80% of our customer service time and don't pay on time. So we had 3 people on a panel saying, this is how I figure out which clients I want, which ones I don't. You know, the ones that are just starting out, they want it all. You know, when you start getting in business, you want the 20% that generates 80% and that pay on time.
But sometimes you got to get a whole bunch to figure out which ones.
You do, but there are ways. If you meet with somebody and all they do is complain, that the last vendor I had was just terrible, and then the one before that was terrible, the common denominator is probably not the vendors. So you just say, this person's not grateful. It comes down to, I'll come pick you up at 3 a.m. if you're stuck someplace, Fred. I'll come because I'm grateful for everything we've done together. There's a lot of people that don't feel that gratitude. Brooke Ritter has showed up at our house twice now. When a dog was lost, she'd help Marlene find it. This is the
Was
kind
you
of,
losing your dog?
Yeah, we can't lose her
Twice,
dog.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sam just gets out and likes to visit. He's got a phone number. Brooke, she was great. Someone came to the door and said, I have your dog. I've had him for 3 hours. And Brooke says, did you see the phone number on the caller? She said, oh, yeah, I just didn't call. I said, do you know we were looking for the dog for 3 hours? She says, oh, we almost got hit by a car. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just call them or put them back in the yard? Came back, checking to see if we're still home.
They like the dog. They want to
want
keep the
the
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
We've had that happen.
But that's what it's all about. Is the people involved with 25 Score become friends, and it's part
It's
of
a
the community,
family.
and it's really important.
It's no doubt a family.
So 25 Score, 25score.com.
25 Score, 661 25 Score. Type 25 Score on Facebook. You're going to get a whole bunch of different pages that we do stuff.
Excellent.
But the main thing is if you are one of those top 3% people that don't get out of the house and you're not networking and you don't want to buy a bunch of stuff, but you want to grow your business, biomixers may, in fact, be the most important thing you did this year.
And then reach out to Ed. Ed's anything else, Ed? Do we cover?
No,
Well,
just
cool.
Ed Bernstein,
Anna. Awesome.
25 Score.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Bernstein and Marlene. Tell Marlene.
Yeah, Marlene,
Give her
the
a high
boss.
five and a hug. Yep. If you want to know what runs, just see Marlene Bernstein.
Right. Whatever I say, she's going to be doing, so might as well call her.
Exactly. Well,
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Hope you enjoyed this edition of the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight. If you'd like to watch us online, go to hometownstation.com. The show is Fred Arnold on AM 1220 KHJS. Have a great day. Bye-bye.